What's up, everyone? It is Julian here from the Art of Fitness and Life and also Executive Health. And have you ever thought about how long you wanted to live? And I know that this is kind of a morbid question, but it's one of the questions I ask clients and just people in general. How long do you expect to live? And sometimes people will tell you, I'm going to live about to 80 years old. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, what if you get to 80 and you're still kicking ass and feeling good? And why would you limit yourself to 80? And the point of asking that question is oftentimes we answer questions and we think within the norms and the averages. And that's one of the very first steps when it comes to this longevity and this exponential health venture, is to really rid yourself, eradicate average thinking. But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about one of the most important things that you can do when it comes to this aging and exponential health journey. You see, there was an article a few years ago, and it said that I think it was from Scientific American or something, and they said that the human actually could live to 150 years old. That sounds good, and that's probably a lot of times harder for someone to realize, but I mean, my goal personally is 215. That's the goal right now. I think it would be cool to live for 3 centuries. It just sounds awesome to say, hey, this is my 3rd century on this beautiful earth. Now, and so I asked you, what is your age that you expect to live to? What is a good number for you? Really think about that, and don't let the average, it's only 75 and 81 for women. Get rid of that stuff. That's how average people think. And this leads me to my thing. An average person thinks when it comes to age that they are their age. But I want you to think about this, and I want you to leave this video with this notion that you are not your age. No, you're not your age. And this is because there's something called a chronological age, the number of trips around the sun that you have taken. But then there's also, more importantly, your biological age. And biological age testing is one of the very most important tests that you can take and that you can continually monitor over the years. There's a company called True Diagnostic, and that's who I use for clients and everything, and probably the best age testing out there. And I had an interview with their founder and co-founder and CEO, Ryan, months ago. And so go back in the archives on the YouTube channel or check the podcast if you prefer audio to listen to that interview that I had with Ryan as we went over epigenetic age and talking about a lot of different markers with that. Now, the reason why epigenetic age is so important is because this is giving you a more accurate predictor of your health span and your lifespan. And this is correlating because think about this. So I am right now about 6.5 years younger than my chronological age. So chronologically, I am 36 right now. Biologically, I'm just a shade over 30, and we're going to improve that over the next year easily. So, and I'll share more about some of the things that I'm doing right now. But the reason why you want to do that is because this gives you an accurate picture of how you're living. Is the supplements that I'm taking, is the way I'm eating, the way I'm exercising, the way I'm living in general, is it actually improving my health on a cellular level, on a DNA molecular level? Because a lot of times we go by hope and just how we feel. But how you feel a lot of times, it's not the best. It's not the most accurate predictor. Yes, that's important, but it's not necessarily the most important way to go about things. So your epigenetic age, your biological age, as I mentioned earlier, it's one of the best predictors when it comes to how you're living, what your health span is, the quality of your health, and your lifespan. And when you combine that with other preventative tools, this gives you the keys, the blueprint to really exponentially take your health journey on another level, to really shatter this average age expectancy of 75. Now, things happen, of course, we can't do that, but nearly every chronic illness out there right now is preventable through lifestyle measures and also through various strategic and precise supplement measures that can help mitigate some of the things that you may be predisposed to. So for me, I'm predisposed to cardiac blood pressure, blood sugar issues. But that's very easy to take care of when you know what you're most predisposed to. You can target your lifestyle, you can target your supplement regimen, your exercise regimen, every single thing you can target for those things that could maybe take you out or cause issues with your human system. And so at least, with it today, when you start your journey, it's all about prevention. Yes, we hear that. It's very windy out here, but it feels good. But it's about prevention. Prevention. The best way to solve aging is to not age in the first place. A lot of times people wait till they're 50 or 60. But I encourage you, no matter your age right now, I encourage you to start right now. To start with the commitment that this whole thing of aging, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. It saddens me that there's so many great tools out there. There's so many great things on the horizon when it comes to health. I'm almost done with this book called Life Force. I think it's Tony Robbins and Peter Diamandis' new book, and it's a fantastic book. And a lot of the things I knew about already, but I'm glad the general public is finally learning about these things. Full body MRI scans, different tests to get really early pictures on cancer and get better pictures on your heart health and just those kind of things. So we have a lot more control than we realize when it comes to this health thing. But today, I want to keep this video short, is to look into getting a biological age test to see what's my chronological age compared to my biological age. So how am I living? How am I living on a cellular level? And this is taking health into your control, because oftentimes, and as we've seen the last few years, a lot of people don't think they have control. A lot of people don't realize they have control, or a lot of people have relinquished control when it comes to their health. But you have a lot more you have a lot more control over your health than you can even imagine. So the first thing, look into an age test. See, how am I living biologically compared to chronologically? And that's an accurate predictor of all-cause mortality and various chronic illnesses. And so, until next time, stay awesome, be limitless, and as always, never stop upgrading. Peace.